This is a very slippery slope. Let's talk about it. So once again, we are seeing the regular everyday person being criminalized. You are being criminalized. You are being targeted. This is setting up for selective selection of people's rights. Okay, it's getting to a point where the government is going to decide who has rights and who doesn't, and that's pretty much what this legislation that just passed is saying, and we'll get to that in just a second. And there's people on the greatest news broadcast in the world, on CNN, there's people also on there saying very similar things, saying that the government should pick and choose who has rights, and they should look into you. They should really look into you and look into every little thing you're doing and saying. So even I'm at risk. I'm at risk being so open on social media like this. So what am I talking about? We'll get into the specifics exactly in just a minute, but we're talking about gun confiscation, okay? And this is something that, this is a black and white issue. This is a red and blue issue. This is a Democrat, Republican. This is a Labor, Tory issue, whatever it is in the UK. I think that's what it is. This is an issue that covers both sides of the spectrum, okay? You are a free human being. You should be able to protect yourself and protect your family, and you should not be able to have selective enforcement of who gets to decide that right. So in the state of New York, if you want to buy a firearm, if you are a legal and lawful citizen, you are not a felon, there's no restrictions against you owning firearms, you have to get your social media checked out in New York. So this is what the article says. It says, experts question effectiveness and legality of new social media gun law in New York. And this just went into effect. And it says, well, it starts September 1st, but the law just passed. And it says, legislation signed by the governor, Kathy Hochul, requires applicants to also provide a list of social media accounts that they've maintained over the last 3 years, so officials can verify their character and conduct. Quote, character and conduct. So that, just reading that sounds dystopian. Sounds like 1984. I mean, they can paint a picture of me on my social media and say I'm crazy. Like, look at this guy. He has lightning bolts in his thumbnails, and he talks about how there's depopulation, how there's Georgia Guidestones that say they only want 500 million people on the earth. And if you didn't see my video yesterday, I talked about that and a lot more, so check that out after, because that's insane. And now I guess they're demolishing it too. So they could paint me as a crazy person, as whatever. Is my character and conduct okay? I don't know. I mean, I don't like freak out. I don't promote any violence. I promote freedom of speech and using your mind, no violence, using your mind to win, okay? So I don't understand this. This is crazy. And then there's also people on the great CNN saying the same thing. They're saying, why can't gun shops look you up on social media before you buy a gun shop? So this is law enforcement looking at it in New York. But in CNN, they're saying the gun shop owner should look you up on social media and see if he likes your social media accounts or not to give you a gun. Like, this is insane. So if you're posting any Joe Biden memes on Facebook or something, or you're posting whatever, you know, you're getting a little into it, I don't know, watch out. All right, watch out. Especially if you live in New York, you live in one of these insane states. And okay, like, when did this help in Denmark? Did this help in Copenhagen? Okay, I don't want to get into that, but did their strict gun laws help there? Did Illinois' very strict gun laws help them? It's like, what is the limit? When is the limit? And let's just remind everyone, okay, about Venezuela. Let me give you the timeline for Venezuela. So around 2010 is when the economic crisis started to happen. So things started getting bad. It's kind of like similar to now. It's like, all right, things are starting to get bad. And then by 2012, private gun ownership was banned, and only the military and the government could own guns, and very special like security companies. And there's no private gun companies anymore, and all the guns are bought from the government because the government just owns them, so they just make all the guns. That happened in 2012. And then by 2016, I'm showing all this stuff in front of me. I'll show all the proof. In 2016, food shortages so bad that people are eating their dogs and their cats and birds and squirrels, okay, rabbits, whatever they can find. And this article was saying that people wait in line, hundreds of people, 300 people are waiting in line for their bread ration, okay, and it doesn't look good. They might not even get their ration today. I've explained this before on videos. It's just like, this is what dictators always do. Mao Zedong, there's two different, I don't know, he has two different names. The person who led the revolution in China, the communist revolution, the Great Leap Forward, killed an estimated 45 million people, banned private gun ownership, okay? Most people couldn't have guns, but there was a giant crackdown, okay, during the Great Leap Forward. 45 million people died, okay, from government literally murdering them, or from starvation and economic suicide, essentially, and people's businesses going down, farmers going down. The whole collapse happened during this guy's watch. And he also banned the guns. This is what dictators do, okay? And it's like, you're a good person, you don't want to do anything crazy, okay? Good people should be allowed to defend themselves, okay? I only promote self-defense, defensive postures when someone is trying to, assault your family on your own property. Like, that is rights for self-defense. That's insane, okay? So you're a good person. You're not trying to hurt anybody. Your right to self-defense should not be taken away, okay? And it's just all this economic turmoil, the gas prices, the food shortages, the fertilizer prices, the farmers not planting because fertilizer prices, all these things are just cumulatively adding up, and we're going to reach a tipping point soon, okay? Something's got to give. Nothing's being fixed. Nothing's being addressed. I reported the other day that our senators are bipartisanly working to tax more things coming in that are related to fossil fuels. So anything that's oil derivative, they want to tax it again. That's coming over the border right now. So we're in the middle of a crisis, and they're worried about the most ridiculous things. And we're worried about looking at people's social media to do this. How about if anyone's does any of these mass shootings, how about we show their head on TV instead of showing their face? Okay? Sorry to be graphic. I don't promote any violence. I'm saying people that do these sick things, okay? Yeah, how about we show their heads, okay? Sorry to be graphic, sorry to be extreme, but it's like, we need to handle these people a different way. And there's also a mass problem of people that are insane in our society, okay? People that are loose, and they don't have any connections to reality and real people, and they are dissociated, okay? They think they're living in like a video game or something. There are people that are absolutely dissociated from reality, and nobody talks about it. Nobody addresses it, okay? This is also another thing that's just, it needs to be addressed. But if you want to do this, you choose to do this, we shouldn't show their face. We shouldn't even tell anyone their name. It should just be a splat head. That's what they can show, okay? And I'm sorry to just keep saying that and be graphic, but it's true. And then if you want to be famous like this guy, we'll show yours. No face, you can't tell who it is. Maybe you can see his hair a little. I don't know, maybe there's some hair left, okay? Sorry to be graphic, but That's what they should show. They shouldn't even show their face. They should show it. All right. And why do we always let these people go? All right. They think they're little celebrities. And then it's also just a media effect. It's scientific. They've done studies on it. The more the media promotes these mass shootings, the more it happens. Okay? The more it happens. People are copycats. People see stuff. They see this guy get clout and fame and his name everywhere, some nobody loser, and they want to be like this guy. Okay? They're copycats. So you're a good person. Your rights should not be infringed because there's weirdos out there. If anything, you need more self-defense to defend yourself from these freaks. Okay? So be safe. Get out in the country, guys. I hate to say it, but yeah. Even I went into the city for 4th of July. And yeah, it's like you're a little on edge. All this crazy stuff, all these crazy people around. So always make sure you're protected for yourself. Always be thinking like a prepper, okay? Where can you go to get out of here? What would you do with your family in this situation? And I hate to think like that, but it's just reality right now, okay? We can't just take everyone's rights away because there's crazy people. We need to destroy evil, not bow down to evil. We destroy the evil. We do not just bow down and give up our rights. These evil people that want to do this evil stuff, they should be destroyed. And it should be known, if you're going to be like this, you're going to do these mass shootings or whatever, you're going to be a psycho. You will be destroyed. You will not be famous. We will not know your name. We will not show your face. You will just be destroyed. Okay? That should be swift justice, and it should be appropriate justice for what these freaks are doing. So, sorry to get in all this stuff, guys. I don't want to get into any specifics about it, but it's true. Everything I'm saying is true. You know it resonates. You know you're a good person. You know you should be able to defend yourself. Single moms, women, everyone should be able to defend themselves. Defend your baby, defend your kids, defend your life, okay? Everyone should be able to defend themselves. Why not? Okay? There's predators everywhere. There's predators. Sorry, that's the world we live in. That's the society we've built. So make sure you're stocked up. Make sure you have self-defense. If you live in America, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Legally and lawfully, whatever you can do, but there is just no excuse, guys. None. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Sorry to get a little deep here, a little graphic here, but it's just true. I have to be honest. This is what we should do with these people that want to do these insane things and then hurt our society, put our rights at risk. It's not fair. They should be dealt with and taken care of. So thank you guys so much. Hit that thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell, hit the comments, hit it all, and never stop prepping, guys, ever. And I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you, guys.